Hey guys, my name is Mesh, hope you're doing well, and in this video we're going to be doing some technical analysis for Cardano, and then later on in the video we're going to be looking at some fundamental analysis. Also, since I did just hit 10,000 subscribers, I will be announcing a $100 Cardano giveaway by the end of the video, so make sure you stick around until then. I'll give you the instructions on how to join the giveaway. Also, by a lot of you, I mean just like a few of you, have been commenting that I need to cut my hair. And this one guy even went as far as to say that he'll only subscribe if I cut my hair. And my response is, no. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the market. So taking a look at Cardano, this is the 1 hour chart. We do find that Cardano is in this descending channel. And the reason this is a descending channel is because we have this descending level of support. So you can see firstly we bounced off of it here, and then here again, and then here again, and we also have this descending level of resistance. It's actually been quite a strong area of resistance. We found resistance here, resistance all around here, resistance here, and right now we're literally trading at the top of the channel. And so I do want to get into this descending channel and let you know where I think it's going to break out. So firstly, a descending channel, it usually breaks out, of course, but there isn't really a breakout direction that's more likely to happen than another, and I'll get to what I mean by that in just a second. So here for the breakout, it says it can occur in any direction, upside or downside. If the breakout is in the upside direction, it indicates that the downtrend is over and bulls have taken over bears and indicates a buy signal. However, if the breakout is in downside direction, it indicates further selling pressure and indicates a sell signal. And also it says that the volume, like other chart patterns, volume do play a vital role in reaffirming the pattern here. For a descending channel pattern, the volume should decrease with the formation of the pattern, and there's an increase in volume activity after the breakout. So taking a look here, you can see that the volume is actually consistently decreasing since we started the channel. You can see it was really high over here at the start of the channel, and it's just been decreasing as we tread along in the channel. And then for price target, one can roughly put a price target after a breakout, and it should be the height of the channel. However, other indicators have to be considered as well, like the MACD and the RSI. So going off the height of the channel, which is the general breakout target for a descending channel, so it would be the height for the channel is uniform throughout. It's not a wedge. So we would take the height here and place it right at the breakout. And so if it does break upwards, you can see we're looking at $1.35 price target. And by that point, if this is a breakout to the upside, and I'll be letting you know why I actually do think that it's more likely to break out upwards than downwards. But if we do see a breakout up to $1.35, we would actually be setting a higher high from this high over here and this high over here, which would be a clear reversal in this downtrend here. And so I would expect it to continue going up and setting higher new all-time highs. Also, there is of course a downside target that we have to plot, just so you guys have an idea of where we could go if this does end up breaking downwards, which I find unlikely, and I'll explain why in just a second. But we can see a 72-cent downside target. Now, the reason why I say that this is more likely to break upwards than downwards is because you can see that we're spending a lot more time on the upper resistance level rather than down here. So there is clearly a bias to the upside, and Cardano tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So it tested the resistance 5 times, and you can, if you want, consider this here a test. So that would be 6 times, and it only tested the support 3 times. And what tends to happen is that the more a market tests a level of resistance, the more likely it is to break out of that level of resistance. And you can see right now we're testing it quite a bit. It seems like Cardano is really coiling up here. And that's why I do think that it's going to break upwards, simply because of how many times we've tested this descending level of resistance. And just the more we test this resistance line, the more likely we are to break out from it. And you can see we haven't really tested this downside support very much. Really, we just had one bounce over here and another bounce over here. Now, I wouldn't go ahead and set a long or a trade just yet. Also, I don't recommend trading with leverage at all. But if you were to set a leverage trade, if you want to, what you would look for is a sudden increase in volume when this breaks out. So if it just trades above it slightly, but there's no increase in volume, that is not considered a proper breakout. So we do want to see an increase in volume and for the price to break out of this descending level of resistance for it to be a confirmed breakout. And that's where a long would be ideal if that's what you're looking to do. Again, same thing applies to the downside. If it starts to break out from this 94-cent level and we see a huge increase in volume, then we could see a much more prolonged downside move. Also, another reason why I do think this is going to be breaking upwards, and a lot of people have been talking about this, and I just want to go ahead and reiterate on it, is that there is going to be a stimulus package. I don't personally live in the United States, so I obviously won't be receiving it, but the stimulus package is going to be given out to a lot of people. And of course, there are people that genuinely need it and will be using it for what its purpose is, right? To pay for rent and food. However, I'm sure that a lot of people will be putting it into cryptocurrency. And the reason why I think this is so bullish, primarily for Cardano, is because these new retail investors that are going to be getting the stimulus package are going to be looking for investments that are cheaper. I mean, it's just human psychology. Looking at Bitcoin at $50,500, that seems quite expensive for most people. However, going down a little bit, you can see Cardano is just at $1.13. So if we do see another wave of retail investors, I do think that Cardano is going to probably benefit the most from that. So yeah, the stimulus package is just another reason why I think Cardano is significantly more likely to break upwards here. But of course, we have to wait for the confirmation and the confirmation in volume. Now, time to look at some fundamental analysis. Where is it? Here it is. No, right here. So firstly, Cardano is going to reach full decentralization on March 31st. This is a really big deal, and I think Cardano is literally the most decentralized blockchain in all of crypto, and it's about to reach 100% decentralization, which means that 100% of the blocks are going to be created by people, by actual nodes from the community. None of the blocks are going to be created by IOHK or the Cardano Foundation. All of it is going to be created by the community. So the entire blockchain is in the hands of the community. And decentralization is such a big part of cryptocurrency. It's like one of the pillars. So for Cardano to be 100% decentralized is actually such a big deal. So less than a year ago, after launching its IOHK-owned network of federated nodes, Cardano is on schedule to reach full decentralization on the end of March 2021. At that point, that already established network of over 1,800 community pools will be responsible for producing all the new blocks. So that is quite exciting. The next piece of fundamental news that I want to talk about is, this is kind of speculation, but it's very backed up, or not backed up. It's very reasonable speculation. And that is that Cardano just had its Merry hard fork. Now granted, that is only the second of 3 hard forks to lead us fully into the Goguen era. However, I do think that a lot of these major exchanges like Coinbase have been waiting for this hard fork to finally list Cardano. So I cannot see Coinbase not listing Cardano in 2021. Like at least I think it's inevitable that Coinbase will list Cardano soon, especially since now Cardano is basically the number 3 cryptocurrency. Now it's not, but I'm pretty confident it's going to be taking the number 3 spot again. So I do really, I'm pretty confident that Coinbase is going to be listing Cardano soon, because it's quite irresponsible for the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States to not be selling the 3rd largest cryptocurrency. So I think maybe after Coinbase has its IPO, then we could see Cardano being listed, but that's just more fuel to the fire for this huge retail wave that I am still anticipating for Cardano. Again, this is still speculation, but a lot of people have been expecting that after Cardano has this Merry hard fork, then that's when Coinbase will actually finally list it. So could we see a Coinbase listing? Of course, no one actually knows besides the people at Coinbase, but do let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. Also, let's take a look at the Cardano Bitcoin chart. Honestly, it is kind of a boring chart. There's not much going on here. The last thing that happened is that we did break this very strong area of resistance at 2000 Satoshis, and then we rallied all the way up to this psychological area of resistance at 3000 Satoshis. And now we are just like almost in the middle of it, obviously a lot lower than the middle of it. But I do think that Cardano actually did finally find support here. So you can see Cardano did first initially find support here at 2,200 Satoshis, and then again found support here, and finally found support here once again. So I do think that Cardano might actually be reversing and coming to break this 3,000 Satoshi level in the near future. And also I think it's almost inevitable that Cardano will break the 3,000 Satoshi level here. Let me zoom out to the daily so we have a better picture of what's going on. Yeah, so I do think that Cardano is going to break this 3,000 Satoshi level because, I mean, in a bull market, altcoins do tend to outperform Bitcoin. So I think we will definitely be breaking this. And once we break this 3,000 Satoshi level, I think Cardano is going to rally all the way up to 4,000 Satoshis relatively quickly. You can see we don't really spend much time here between these two areas, between 2,000 and 4,000 Satoshis. So I think, firstly, we could be finding support here at 2,200 Satoshis. And then we could be rallying past this 3,000 Satoshi level. And that's another major move for Cardano. So once it breaks that, it's very similar to breaking this 2,000 Satoshi level. We could see it absolutely explode relative to Bitcoin, which is very reasonable. I mean, I think Cardano is going to still explode relative to Bitcoin. You can see we're not even close from the all-time high, especially when Bitcoin dominance starts to fall. Then I do think Cardano is going to explode relative to Bitcoin. And if we just take the measured move from where we are now to the all-time high, that is a 300% return relative to Bitcoin. So this is another very important chart to be looking at. I would show the Cardano ETH chart, but honestly, it's just super boring and there's not much to make out here. All right, so now let's talk about that giveaway. So again, it's a $100 Cardano giveaway. So whatever the price of Cardano is at the time of the giveaway, that's how much I'll be giving you, like $100 worth of Cardano. And in order to join the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe, leave a like, and also join the Discord server. I'll leave a link to that down in the description below. That's where I am going to be announcing the giveaway winner. I'm going to be choosing someone from the Discord server using the giveaway bot. So make sure to do that. Again, subscribe, like, and join the Discord server. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some valuable information from it. And that's all from me today, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.